Friends, what happened at London Fashion Week left everyone speechless. Amid lights, runways and collections, what drew the most attention were Demet Özdemir's surprising statements about Can Yaman. It all started when the press once again pointed at Sarah Bluma, Can's partner, accusing her of betrayal. While everyone was waiting for Can's reaction, it was Demet who broke the silence in front of the cameras. Her words shook the headlines. Those who betray will eventually experience betrayal. It is not something I wish, but divine justice exists. I feel sorry, not for Can, but for his family, who will always remain in my heart. That direct message set social networks ablaze. The phrase about divine justice went viral within minutes, dividing fans. Some saw it as a reckoning, others as a long-suppressed pain. Can chose to remain silent. This silence, after Demet's words, fueled further speculation. For many, it was almost an implicit admission. The mention of the Yaman family touched many. The affection Demet showed toward Can's parents reminded people of the strong bond they once shared. From there, rumors multiplied. Was this the definitive end with Sarah, or the opening of an unexpected reconciliation between Demet and Can? On social networks, comments abounded such as, "Can's silence is louder than any answer," or "Demet spoke from the heart, she still cares about the family." London thus became the stage for a new chapter full of wounds, secrets, and unresolved feelings. The question remains, was this a reckoning with the past or the beginning of something new? Speaking of Demet Özdemir means speaking of a woman who, over time, has become much more than a celebrated actress in Turkey and abroad. For me, she represents the resilience of someone who has managed to stand firm in the middle of a never-ending media storm. Since Erkenci Kuş, when alongside Can Yaman she achieved unexpected success that made them an idealized couple for millions, Demet has had to carry the weight of expectations, rumors, and constant comparisons. Yet she has shown she can shine on her own, even when many tried to reduce her to the other half of a television duo. What hurts, as it does for many fans, is seeing her so often placed in the role of the silent victim. It has been said that Can was selfish, that he played too much with his image, and that he did not always respect her, while she remained silent or responded with dignity. Some comments point out that Demet went through very difficult times, even personal ones, and that Can's behavior hurt her deeply. And it is precisely there that her true strength is shown, in her ability to endure without becoming bitter or resentful, to move forward with her career and life despite everything. For me, Demet is the perfect example of how an actress can turn into an icon beyond her roles. Many say she's the true queen of Turkish cinema and television, a figure destined to remain in history in golden letters. It is not an exaggeration. Every project she touches becomes a reflection of her commitment, her talent, and that sensitivity she conveys in every look and gesture. While some continue to argue about whether Can and Demet should be together, I believe the most valuable thing she has done is prove that she does not need anyone to be recognized, that her greatness is her own, and that her career does not depend on any man, no matter how famous. I also find striking how, despite attempts to use her as part of relationship marketing, she has always kept her distance. Many say, Demet loves Can and Can knows it. Others insist it was never more than fiction. But what truly matters is that Demet never fell into the game of public confrontation or cheap controversy. Her silence, which some see as weakness, to me is a sign of intelligence and dignity. She knows that time puts everything in its place and that truths eventually come to light. Of course, it is not easy to be under the magnifying glass of millions of followers, where every gesture and word are analyzed and criticized. I have read comments saying, Demet is hurt, what she lived with Can mocked her, and also she deserves someone who cares for her, who respects her, and does not play with her feelings. And I share that view. Demet deserves someone who understands her sensitivity, someone who knows that behind that strong and brilliant woman there are also wounds and scars that no one else should exploit. What impresses me most is that, despite all this, she never stopped growing professionally. While Can Yaman was making his way in Italy and international projects, Demet focused on fashion, on new roles, and on a career that keeps expanding. That contrast, which some see as distance, to me is simply proof that Demet has chosen her own path. She did not settle for living in the shadow of past success, but used it as a springboard to something bigger. In the end, I believe Demet Özdemir represents much more than a failed love story or endless rumors. She is the confirmation that a woman can withstand pressure, criticism, and betrayals without losing her essence. She is, in a way, the heroine of a story not written in TV scripts, but in real life. That of a woman who remains standing, who inspires thousands, and who no longer needs to prove anything beyond what she has already achieved with her talent and inner strength. That is why, when I see people debating whether Can and Demet should be together or if theirs was only strategy, I think what truly matters is what she has shown in silence. That real success is not measured in impossible loves or press headlines, but in the ability to remain authentic, luminous, and strong despite everything. And in that, Demet Özdemir has already won.